Hey everyone, it's Len at Lion Strong Athletics. I have a lot of injured clients that come to me and say, I need to learn how to lift properly and safely. Well, yeah, they're not wrong. That's true. And I teach that. I teach how to lift in great postural positions. But life isn't always as easy as a barbell or dumbbells, things that are straightforward. Life can be tough. So I want to show the other half of lifting, where we want to lift in disadvantaged positions and prepare you for real-world experience. But first, hit the like and subscribe button and leave me a comment on what kind of videos you want to see next. So today we're going to use lower back as an example. This is something that plagues a lot of us. We go down and reach down to grab something, or we're picking something heavy off the ground, and we feel like our lower back is weak and can't handle the situation. So I'm going to go through how we would train out of this. We'd set up an advantage position and get good at lifting for when the scenario calls for it. But then we also have to set up disadvantage positions and get good at lifting like that. Let's get into it. First, let's go over just a quick basic exercise to learn proper form. I'm going to use kettlebells. They are simulating something like grabbing groceries off the ground. This is a task that some people need to do, but it could be anything. This is just an example, okay? So if life is set up perfectly, where we have 2 bags of groceries beneath us, I would want you to get into position here with the bag slightly at your side. We're gonna push our butt back, chest stays out. I'm loading up my legs and my glutes, and I would grab the weights and lift up. And this is a great way to learn how to lift properly. But life isn't always bags of groceries evenly displaced between our feet. Sometimes it's weird positions. I might need to bend over and grab that bag of groceries this way, or I'm not thinking about it and I go to reach. So let's set up some disadvantaged positions and ways that you can practice that. The first way that you can set up a disadvantaged lift is by changing the weights. So in our last video, I had 2 blue kettlebells, and this video, I have 1 yellow and 1 blue. The yellow is 10 pounds more than the blue. You don't see this very often at the gym, lifting with different size weights, but we see it a lot in real life. Say, for example, I'm going to pick up a couch. Well, the couch weighs a lot more on the left side than it does on the right side. So I have to prepare my body to be able to handle the difference. And we can do that in weights by setting up different weights on either side of us. You can do this with the barbell as well. Say I put 25 pounds on this side and 45 pounds on that side, and still try to lift and engage more on one side than the other. This is what prepares us for real life. So I'd still go into the lift the same way and still set up with good lifting form. Again, maybe these grocery bags, one has a bunch of cans in it, and the other ones I put toilet paper in. They're not even weights. So we're setting up, and I want to do the exact same thing. I'm trying to use my muscles to bring me up, and I feel a lot more weight on this side, but I train this way, and my body can now handle it. So go out and implement this where you're putting different weights on different sizes, and you'll be real world strong. Now, the second way we can set up a disadvantaged position is not by changing the weights, but by changing our body and putting it in a position that really we don't want to be in. But if we get good at a bad position, then we'll be bulletproof to face the obstacles of life. What I mean by this is I know a bunch of bodybuilders and weightlifters who can deadlift a bar 315, 405 pounds, but then they go and grab something and twist their body off the ground and they feel a pull. So you can lift 400 pounds, but you can't grab a pencil off the floor in a bad position. Well, that means we need to train bad positions. So what we're going to do here, starting with very light weight, and you need to work up slowly over time, is I'm using a kettlebell here, is instead of picking up the weight in this great position here, I actually want to do it in a bad position. I'm going to let my back curve and roll forward. I'm going to stress the muscles of my lower back and then I'm going to use them to come back up. So right now, this is a very lightweight. I'm just using 15 pounds or so, and this might be equal to what you're lifting up with maybe a big bag of groceries. But if I can, over time, get this 15 pounds to turn into 50 pounds, where I can lift in a bad position 50 pounds, then the things I face in the real world, I can easily handle. I'm not going to get injured by grabbing something off the ground in a bad position. I'm trained. I'm strong in that position. So we don't even have to go straight on. Maybe I'm going to lift to the side and do reps where I'm engaging more of my QLs. And I'm going to get really strong in these really weird disadvantaged positions. I am building real world strength, not just easy barbell strength. You can translate this type of strength into all your movements out in the real world. Go try it out. So, as you can see, life isn't perfect. Life is weird. We do weird movements. And it's okay to train in weird ways and disadvantaged ways so that you can be bulletproof out there. If you master weird movements, you're not going to get injured doing weird movements out there. So keep in mind a couple things. If we're loading up different weights on different sides, it's important to not just train one way. We want to make sure your body is equal. So turn around and have that 25 and 45 on the other side as well. The second point, if you're changing your body style so that you're lifting in a weird curved position, make sure you start light. Your body's not going to be used to this. Grab 5 pounds if you need to, but then you can slowly work your way up to a high number, and then you will be bulletproof against injuries. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for a workout program, hit the link below to my website and join the Lion Strong team.